Hello to you all today. How are you? So we're going to do a little tarot healing, and these are the cards that I've pulled out. We're going to use the Mindscape's tarot deck by John A. Rice. This is quite a new deck. It's only been out about a month, and it is landscape healing, so it will work very well with Celtic Reiki should you decide to do it with that, because we heal with landscapes in Celtic Reiki. So all of you Celtic Reiki practitioners out there, here is a deck for you. Now, I've got a little blister on my hand from my work. I'm a gardener by day, and the tool I was using caused just a little blister, so that is what you can see on my hand, but it won't affect the Reiki that I send out to you. And just a little reminder that I'm wearing these beautiful, beautiful bracelets from otterspirit.com, and you can get 20% off if you quote Reiki Dree 20. I'll put the details in the show notes. They have lots and lots of lovely little sets of crystal bracelets, necklaces and earrings, and they donate to the charities out there in California that work with sea otters and other aquatic animals. So you can get some money off if you go over and have a look. They make great gifts. They come in wonderful little boxes with information about your bracelet or your necklace. I'm wearing these on my right hand to just counteract the heavy metal that I'm wearing, and I am a metal pig in my Chinese astrology chart, so I actually don't need to wear much metal, but I love silver. So I'm using these bracelets on my right arm today to counteract the effects, the heaviness of the metal. Excuse me, I've got a little frog in my throat today. But I just love the colours together, and I can't wear them all day because they would get wrecked in my job, but I do put them on as soon as I get home. I wear them around my hands. I've also worn them around my ankles, which feels really unusual. They seem a very high grade crystal, and they're just beautiful, aren't they? So we have Tiger's Iron for courage and clarity within your path. We have the Blue Apatite to help you communicate clearly. And we have the Rainbow Moonstone to create miracles every day. So the details are in the show notes for that. Right, let's get started now. So I want you to start grounding. And I want you just to imagine that you are in a clearing in the woods somewhere in nature. And we're going to use this as a base to walk into the tarot worlds. It can be a place that you know, or it can be an imagined place, or even a fusion of the two. So just take a breath in and breathe down to your feet. You might want to root into some of the trees that are around you so that you get all of their medicine as well. And I'm going to draw the Celtic Reiki symbol for the grove, all of the trees and plants. Code, it is called code. Relax, relax. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. and nobody needs anything from you. Peace, healing and tranquility, and also path working this tarot reading. I'm now just going to surround you with protection. And as that is happening, you can imagine a beautiful beam of sunlight shining down and illuminating you and your auric field and offering you protection. We'll just spray some grounding aura spray over you. Scots pine, cypress, oak, and any other tree I have not mentioned. We'll put a little bit of orange in there for joy as well. So this was made by my friend for me, but I don't think they are for sale. And now I want you just to visualize a little pathway opening through the vegetation. And you're going to start walking along down that path, through the trees. You can brush your hands over the plants if you wish to. And soon you're going to come to the edge of the woodland. And as you stand here, you can see a city in the valley. This is the Four of Stones, or the Four of Pentacles. And it looks like a city in the Middle East, doesn't it, with those domes? It might be quite arid down there. And as you start to walk it, I want you to call your guides in. Chokore. Don't worry if you can't see them, just trust that they are there. Your guide is going to give you a bag. It might be light, it might be heavy, but there are the tools of your talents in the bag. Your accomplishments, your craftsmanship. This is a card of advancement, of recognition and support. As you put one foot in front of the other, I want you to ground in asking for those skills and talents that you wish to advance in yourself. And just place yourself in the picture now and imagine walking along this road through the buildings. This card is aligned to the earth element, and its astrological properties are Capricorn and the planet Saturn. And just imagine yourself just adjusting your posture to a confident stance. And thinking about the skills and the talents that you possess that set you apart from others. Somebody in this place is going to need you. I want you to think back as you walk through this town, looking around it, admiring its architecture, perhaps seeing where things are crumbling, especially if you're in the building trade. And I want you to stand there and I want you to think, When was the last time I felt really within my own element? And I want you to think about those doubts you have about your talents as we draw in the Say Hey key to clear those doubts. I'm just going to pluck them out now. The noise you can hear is the motors on the lights, but I just wanted to put them on today. And those doubts that you have, I want you to think of the opposite word, or a word that would boost your confidence, courage. Draw that Reiki Seikam symbol into you, courage. You know your craft. You might also be thinking about, at this new semester time of year, advancing your crafts. As you weave your way through the town, your guide, whether you can see them or not, is going to help you find the correct doorway. And I want you to knock on that door. Who opens it? Now introduce yourself and tell them what it is you would like. As they invite you in, the tools of your trade hanging all around. And if you are someone that works with words and talking, there may be some people here. You are offered a drink and maybe something to eat to ground these skills into you. Just going to leave you for a little moment, listening to these people and learning from them. They have a message for you. Chokure for power and confidence. Daikumio for mastery. Take a breath in and release that breath out. Relax, relax. Now, one of those people in the room is going to act as your guide for the next card. And the next card is the Devil. And this is about vices and addictions, temptations, feeling trapped, fear, oppression, anything that holds you back. And this guide now is going to open the doorway. And this oldie worldy village, town, has now morphed into a modern day city. Seiheki, Seiheki, Seiheki. And I want you to walk with the guide down this main street in this modern town. And as you're looking in the windows and the doorways, hearing the traffic whiz past you, perhaps some sirens, I want you to think and wish, what habits can I break? And just make a little list of those as we clear them. I want you now to ask your guide, what can I do instead of these habits? Perhaps as you're walking past that McDonald's, your guide will steer you into a juice bar or into a shop where you can buy a bottle of water. I want you to either buy that healthy juice or that cleansing bottle of water and start to drink it. And this will fill you up for a little while. It'll also ground in healing to you. So you will feel a little bit full so that you don't want that fast food or that McDonald's. Walk outside, still drinking your juice or your water, and continue up the road. Perhaps, like me, you have a shopping addiction. As you stand and look in a shop window, you see something that you really want. But honestly, think to yourself, do I need it? The chances are you probably don't. And you think about the money staying in your bank account and you just add a couple more zeros onto the end, manifesting that you are saving. Keeping that abundance in your purse, not falling into the temptation. And once you get to the end of the street, your guide congratulates you. And they're going to have a little message for you, perhaps a way that you can avoid the temptation and the oppression. Just think about that for a while. and know that you are strong enough to break free. You just need some willpower. Aikumio. Activate the violet flame to transmute any negative energy into positive. Breathe in. Your guide now points to another street that you're going to walk down to bring you to the edge of the city. And once you get there, you can see mountains soaring in front of you as far as the eye can see. Here, your guide stops you and gives you a pair of sturdy hiking boots. And I want you just to bend down as we get to this 9 of spires, which is the 9 of swords. And as you put these shoes on, you're going to ground. Drawing an abundant symbol into you called Maranel from Egyptian Reiki Sekum. And the chakra to seal it in. You stand yourself up and your guide gives you a wooden staff to help, a walking stick, to help you traverse these 9 spires, these mountains that you can see. He or she points out a little pathway through them so that you don't have to climb every single one. That is in your own mind. That is an obstacle that you are putting there. The 9 of Swords is about despair, stress, anxiety, and depression, etc. But it is the number 9, so it is the end of all of this adversity and worry. It is aligned with the element of air. And you and your guide start walking the path through the mountains. And I want you to think as you walk, how do these worries affect my daily life? As we pluck those away. I also want you to think, what triggers them? Or who triggers them? And instead of avoiding those situations or those triggers that people bring, I want you to think, how can I support myself and indeed these people, whether they be real life things or people, or even the guides? Who out of your guide team is best to support you. Chokure. Keep walking the path through the mountains. It's not as long or as far as you think. And even though they perhaps look terrifyingly tall at a distance, when you're amongst them, you can't see the tops sometimes. They're not as high or as hard as you think. And as you're walking the path with your guide now, I want you to list some of your accomplishments, no matter how big or how small. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time. Your guides are with you always. You are going to get through this. I'm going to draw in the dewy air. The oak tree symbol for strength, courage and fortitude. We're also going to draw in the beech tree to clear that worry, that despair away. Keep going, knowing that at the end you will prevail. You can do it, whether you distract yourself and knowing there is always another day. Peace and healing, confidence are coming your way. Now you've got your stick, you've got your sturdy walking boots, and you just have one more little mountain. And you walk up the path to this one. Your guide pushing or pulling you if they need to, helping you, the warrior, continue. And then down the other side, you see a beautiful valley. This is the strength card, a beautiful valley with a wonderful little farmstead, homestead. It is tranquil and peaceful here, and your guide tells you to take a breath in and breathe out. Relax. Relax. Your guide tells you nobody wants anything from you at this moment and nobody needs anything. Your guide tells you that the key words of the strength cards, the phrases are strength through gentleness, power through compassion, perseverance through maturity, and a taming of urges, which goes back to our devil card, doesn't it? The element is fire, and the star sign is Leo. As you look into the valley, you see a kraal with horses, And the horse tamer starting to tame a young stallion. It prances and dances around, and you watch as the farmer stands still with the bridle as you walk towards, ever so slowly and carefully. You sit down at a safe distance where you won't worry the stallion. And as you watch the horse being tamed, the bridle going on, the gentle whispers and the clicking of the tongue, however the horse whisperer does this, I want you to sit quietly in mindfulness. How can you overcome your trials and tribulations with that strength yet gentleness, that power through compassion, the perseverance with maturity, and the taming of those worries or those urges? Just going to leave you with that view for a few minutes. And it'll be a good idea each day for you to practice some mindfulness. And your guide is going to tell you a few techniques. Daikumyo, to gain mastery over your worries. Elim, older, fair, symbols for strength, for grounding, and for new learning with the tree Oam. So the next time you feel you need strength, if you meditate on this for a few minutes each day, you'll come up with your own answers. But you can also think back to this little Tara healing reading and remember what you were told today as you watch this. I want you to take a breath in and breathe down to your feet. Your guide now opens his or her own bag, and they are going to give you a gift. Take it out of my hand. And if you are unsure of what it is or what it is for, you may ask now, and I want you to place it somewhere within you that you feel it needs to go, or open your own bag and put it into your own leather bag. Chakra. Mara. To ground this healing and abundance into you. Chakra. To seal it in. Can't find what I'm looking for, so we're just gonna shake it in, grounding it around you. And we're gonna just spray grounding in and protection spray over you again. Breathe in those beautiful fragrances. And sit yourself back down again, watching the progress that the farmer, the horse whisperer, has made. Protecting you again to continue helping you after we say goodbye now. And I want you now to put your hands on terra firma, knowing that you have the strength to continue. Again, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. I'll do a little countdown before the ads. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye-bye for now, and have a great week.